What is going on, dude, and welcome to a new video. Now today's video is a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chilled, as I'm going to bring you in a day of the life. Now typically I don't like filming day in the life content because I often think who actually cares about me, but today is the exception because if you've seen in the title, I'm going to be with Mr Olympia himself, Mr Ryan Terry. So it's going to be a very exciting day. So it's more for the fact of just being able to document this really cool day in my life, as Ryan is such a massive icon when it does come to obviously men's physique and bodybuilding, and for what he's been able to achieve, especially out of the UK as well in terms of UK bodybuilding. So it's going to be absolutely mega to go and train with him today down at his gym, as I've been invited to a private seminar for all things men's physique. So there's 20 of us in this seminar that were handpicked, and I cannot wait to pick his brains because I'm competing myself in my first time as men's physique show in just under 5 weeks now. So I am 5 weeks out this week. So let's get this day started. But first things first, I need to go and get some fuel. I'm so tired. Oh my God. Oh, 5 weeks. So there is H. 5 weeks. Ah, you can do it, dude. So I have finally got some energy about me because I have just watched that clip back and I have got as much enthusiasm about the day as a dead corpse. And that's the difference that some calories can make when you are this low on calories, guys. And I don't even really need fuel right now, to be fair. I've still got 3/4 of a tank, but I always like to have a full tank because I'm doing a bit of long distance. It's about an hour drive to where Ryan's gym is in Retford. So always like having a full tank. 5 weeks out, so the main aim right now over the next 5 weeks is to go from being lean to being stage ready, and that's a big mental switch to where I need to make sure that I'm ready for it. So 5 weeks out, that is all that's left of this 18-week prep, and I do feel tired. Like I said earlier, I can feel the fatigue setting in. I said to my coach when we were talking about doing this that I didn't want to embarrass myself, that if I am stepping on stage, I want to bring a stage-worthy physique, and that's the aim over the next couple of weeks. There's 5 weeks left, but in reality there's about 4 weeks really to get ready, because the final week is something called peak week, to where that's the final week before the show, and there's nothing you can really do in that week. Everything should have been done. All the prep, all the work goes into the weeks prior. The last week is just making sure everything is on point. Recovery is taking place. The cardio gets dropped down. A leg session gets dropped off so that the fatigue isn't too much on the legs. Because my legs right now, oh my God, guys, I can't even tell you the fatigue in my legs. Doing the Stairmaster for 40 to 50 minutes every single day. I can't wait until I can just have some normal feeling back in my legs. But I am very excited for today to meet Ryan. But saying that, what I now need to do is just run over to the gym down the road because I need the toilet, because I've just been to Sainsbury's to pick up even more food, which is quite ironic because I thought being in prep and doing a diet, usually you eat less. I'm definitely eating less, that's for certainty. My bulk was around 3,500 to nearly 4,000 calories. Now I'm in the realms of 15 to 1,600 calories a day. Definitely a big difference in calories every day. But I'm at the supermarket more. I feel like I'm at the supermarket. I'm at Sainsbury's literally every other day of my life right now. But the toilets wasn't working there. So now I'm just going to run down the road and go to the toilet. I'm sure Ben won't mind if I just nip to the loo. And then we are off to Retford for a day. Who are we going to see? Mr Olympia himself. Fat little kid, H, is now going to be training with Mr Olympia. That's some wild shit, guys. Chase your dreams. Guys, I am running so late right now. Out of every bit of traffic I could have hit, I hit. I'm literally 10 minutes late, so I will see you in the,
today, or we'll just back and forth with it, and then we'll just, any questions, if you want to answer any questions, we'll do some talking first, and then I really want you guys to fire anything you want to fire across, so it's your duty.
Welcome to the commentary of this video, dude. I thought I would run a commentary on some workout footage after training at RT Fit, which is an absolutely amazing gym, and I didn't feel too comfortable recording a hell of a lot of the content that was being said when obviously all of us were together with Ryan. He put it on as a private event for a selected few of us, so I didn't then feel too comfortable recording it and then obviously trying to upload it to YouTube. Whether he will, I'm not too sure, because obviously he's got his guys running around filming content all day, but obviously obviously I'm not too sure as to how much is obviously being filmed and then how much of that is then going on the internet. So I just wanted to mainly just sit back, relax, and just actually be present and just enjoy being there with obviously Ryan, you know, Mr Olympia. It's a very humble experience for me to be with someone like that, from obviously from my background as to how I started my fitness journey, now being in the same room as Mr Olympia and being selected out of like God knows how many people that would have applied is absolutely fantastic. So I just wanted to be present, because when you are filming content and stuff, there's a lot of stresses that go into it. So I just wanted to actually just be there and be present and just take in what was being said. And he did give a lot of information and a hell of a lot of insight when it does come to obviously competitive bodybuilding, especially the world of men's physique as well, which was absolutely awesome. So when it does come to this workout, overall RT Fit is an absolutely amazing gym. I've trained there in the past and I absolutely love it. The equipment, the atmosphere, everything that Ryan has built with this place is next to none, and I absolutely love it. But one thing that I will not be doing as I move deeper into prep is that I will only be training at Paradigm for majority, if not all, of my workouts, for the simple fact of when you're training at a new gym and it's new equipment, everything just feels foreign, everything just feels different, because it is different. So you're having to adjust the seat, you're having to get used to the different movements and obviously the different movement pattern of the same machine, but obviously because it's built by someone else, it's got a completely different movement pattern. So overall a good workout, but it definitely wasn't the best. And right now, being obviously this close to stepping on the stage, you know, pretty much just weeks at this point, I need to be making every workout count. So like I say, my top recommendation is definitely, if you are deep into a diet phase, if you've got a photo shoot coming up, if you've got a competition coming up, try your hardest to just stay consistent with your main gym and don't try to go to other gyms, because you're probably not going to have the best of workouts. But overall, a solid workout, that's for certainty, and a really, really good day. Unfortunately, when it did come to the private posing, one-to-one, my phone went and died, so I wasn't able to get any footage of that, which is obviously typical, but we did get a lot of pointers when it does come to posing. So overall, an amazing experience and something that I will remember for a very, very long time, that's for certainty. And I just want to say thank you to Ryan again for hosting this event. Dude, that was an incredible day. And we're just about to eat some food. I was meant to have chicken and potato, but I didn't have no potato. That's why we went to Sainsbury's this morning. So I'm having 100 grams of chicken breast with a salad. And earlier, this is where your discipline will be tested. And it's quite crazy because there was other people that are competing in the same competition as me. And there was a free burger van just literally a stone's throw away from where I am now. You could have like a free burger and chips. People running to it, and it's crazy because it's just like you're 4 or 5 weeks out from a competition. Look, if it fits your macros at the end of the day, but again, when it comes to certain people doing the same competitions, they're not even doing any posing practice. I know that I'm doing everything I can to put myself in the best position possible. Whatever happens on the day happens on the day, but I think I'm doing okay, which I'm really happy with. Now, obviously my phone went and died as we was doing some private posing sessions with Ryan himself, and that was absolutely fantastic. I didn't get any of that on footage because obviously the phone had to die. Was able to charge it because I need it for the sat nav anyway, so I've literally just been sat inside for half an hour trying to get some charge on the phone. Ryan gave me a hell of a lot of tips, which is great. I mean, obviously I've got my posing coach, Sammy, but having someone in person, especially at like Olympia level, to where they can give you certain tips and how to obviously fix your back, you know, bring the elbows up, you know, when it comes to certain poses, transitions, it's definitely helped a lot, and I'm going to put that into work with obviously when I go back to being coached by Sammy. I've got another posing practice session with him. It needs a lot of posing. Is one of the hardest things without a doubt when it does come to this. And Ryan himself is definitely someone, there's not many people I aspire or, you know, look up to all too much, but Ryan is definitely one of those people, just for how he carries himself, how he conducts himself, the way he is. Very similar in terms of, you know, listening to someone. It's okay watching someone online and following them and then putting out content where they want to put out, but when you actually listen to someone's backstory and what they kind of went through and what got them into obviously the gym and bodybuilding, very, very similar stories. And one thing that did really strike me was the fact that he was asked why he never like bulked and got really big and, you know, put on a bit of fat. And he said he did it one time and he didn't feel comfortable with it because he didn't get into the gym and bodybuilding to get fat. He wanted abs, he wanted to look better, he wanted to look leaner, and he never felt comfortable. And that's how I've been when it comes to bulking. That's the reason why I never feel comfortable with this. For the fact of when it does come to bulking, that it's that very insecure little kid, that fat kid that was bullied and teased for being fat. I feel like them insecurities do come out when I'm overweight and I haven't got abs and I'm not looking as toned and as defined. So very similar in terms of that, and it just made me chuckle because it's literally what my barber said to me last time I had my hair cut, that you always seem more confident, you seem yourself when you are leaner, as opposed to when you're overweight and you're carrying a bit more fluff. You go a lot more reserved, you're in your shell a lot more, you're just a very different person. But what was actually crazy is that a lot of people, now I'm my biggest critic, always have been, always will be. I never see my own success as success, I just see it as something that I do. And when people praise me, I never take it on board. I just disregard it because I just value my own opinion, and for myself, I'm never good enough. But a lot of people told me that, I'm in really good shape and I'm looking good. Ryan himself, he said 5 weeks you'll be absolutely, you'll be more than there, you'll absolutely smash it. But what was crazy was when I was finishing off some bicep work, the videographers just kept on coming up to me and just wanting to record and stuff, and then were following me around. When I went into the posing room to do some posing, they was can we come into the posing room and record you do some posing and stuff, and it's just weird. I always struggle with kind of understanding and realizing my own progress. And I don't know whether that's just because I don't want to seem it as narcissistic, yeah, I know I'm good enough. I've always been the person to where people have always put me down. People have never had faith in me really, or believed in me. So I think that from being a kid, that's definitely carried over. But I think in this, there is potential for it, to do maybe quite well. So we just have to keep on working hard, keep on chipping away. I am going to eat this, drive home, get check-ins done, and then I'm going to play some Halo. Also, we did get this care package from My Protein. Now, I haven't had anything from My Protein since I was in secondary school, probably about 15, 16 when it first came out. So I've got no idea what's inside of this, so let's open this together and then see what's in here. I need a bigger car, this car's so tight. Damn, what we got? Throw this shit over here. Hold on. We've got a notebook, My Protein notebook. We've got a My Protein water bottle. We've got pre-workout. I will definitely be using that. I would just needed to buy some pre-workout. I would definitely be taking that. That's going to help out a hell of a lot towards the back end of this prep. That's going to come in clutch. That will definitely be getting used. That is for certainty. We've then got a hat. Damn, this is actually quite a good care package to be fair. We've got a hat, My Protein hat, and then we've got a t-shirt, Olympia. That looks very small. If that fits me, damn, we're still going. We've got some wrist wraps as well. And then, oh yeah, this was from Ryan's physio. Some heating muscle serum. So overall, a wicked care package, and overall an absolutely fantastic day. Just got my check-in feedback from my coach Lee, and for the next 2 days we are having refeeds. We are having high days on calories, and he has put in a bagel and a square bar. Now I'm a very simple man, because I didn't care that there was a burger van over there earlier. But what I do care is that I now have a bagel and a square bar, and that will make me infinitely happier than a burger. Having a square bar and a bagel with jam. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm feeling good now, guys. This has been a very good day for me mentally. I think I definitely needed this. So going into the next 5 weeks, I'm feeling pumped. I'm going to absolutely smash this, make my younger self proud, and do the best that I can whilst documenting it and still uploading content to YouTube. So if there's one thing that I would say from this is work hard, believe in yourself, and chase your dreams. Because if you was to, like I said earlier, Fat H who got bullied for being the fat kid in school, being selected to have private posing sessions with quite literally the best in the world in his sport is quite surreal. So yeah, just believe in yourself, guys. But I hope that you all have a good one. Make sure to smash this video with a like, and I shall catch you in the next one. Peace. There's Ryan, there he goes, he's off.